Alright, so after a pathetic assault on trying to get to the treasure, time to brainstorm.
Yep.
If only we'd known there was someone like
Look at the size of that baby bottle.
We won't fail next time. We'll ambush. Concentrate our firepower on him.
All the servbots are too busy talking amongst themselves.
Just because we outnumbered him. That
Like they're a bunch of kids or something.
Just wait till you see, Teasel. I've got a new robot I've been wanting to
Number
build.
12, what are you drinking there?
That'll teach him.
Oh no, that's Tron Bond's signature mug with her face on it.
No, I just noticed that the servbot was drinking something there and it was all green and stuff.
Oh listen, It's supposed to be tea, but they localize it to coffee.
Aww.
I love how they have to go out of their way to say that it's coffee.
Gotcha.
Hey, Barrel.
Man, good going. You showed those pirates who's boss.
Yeah.
You know that get. You know what? Take that for all it's worth, because once we see Barrel again in the next game, his age is definitely catching up to him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you mean he's gone senile?
Not exactly senile. It's more so he's starting to lose his voice.
Yeah, well, yeah, you see later. Like, it's been a while.
It's the same actor as far as I know, but yeah.
Lately, we've been detecting increased activity underground.
Uh-oh, something's happening.
The Reaver bots are apparently activating of their own accord.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It has me
Intrigue.
concerned.
So with that said, we have a... bear in mind, that's something interesting to note, is they were on their... We'll touch upon it later in this game and into Mega Man Legends 2, but they were on their way to take care of something else when all of this happened. They just happened to land on catalogs because they needed a pit stop.
Yeah.
So,
This is the most convoluted, crazy pit stop in the world.
So, I have a
Thank
question.
you so much.
What happened to that scolding you
You'll need
mentioned?
this.
That happened off screen while they were having all the bonds were having their discussion, and they're like, "That said, you're going without curry and chili dog." Did Mega Man ever have a confirmed favorite food?
No.
With that
I
last
Not
don't.
that I know
I
of.
think it might have been hamburgers, but I could be wrong.
Because I think later on we'll learn about that later. But anyway, yeah, it's like you'll go without for a week. Okay, wait, hang on, the camera's coming back on. Mega Man! Like it's like a really bad it's like a really bad family disorder you don't actually know
Family
about. That's
sitcom.
happening.
It's like
By
they
the,
always put
by
on
the way,
stop.
you yelling Mega Man like
hate
that
to
just...
mention
I have to. I have
If
to.
while you're digging,
Mega Man! Super fighting robot!
would mean a lot to us.
That was a fun
Beautiful.
moment. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty hyped during that part of the
No.
stream.
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. Now that you mentioned like it's like a family sitcom, now I just can't unsee like this like parody of like a typical family sitcom intro with all the characters, including the Bonds, and for some reason the Alf theme is playing because I love that theme.
and just like they're all like waving and smiling at the camera as their name appears.
And
Hey,
then the nostalgia
Flower.
critic appears out of nowhere with a sign that says weird creepy person smiling for no reason.
Oh no, that's just too many cooks. Item development.
Too many cooks.
I got Powered Buster, which is a really awesome weapon that I remember upgrading a bunch, but I never use.
Oh, then why'd you spend
Which
all the
makes
money
me
to
feel
power
like
it up?
Because the video I was watching to help me figure out the order of things to do, things did it.
Wait,
Oh, sweet, we got a helmet.
you're saying that? Oh yeah, the helmet. So are you
Yep.
saying that was powered up?
Yes, but it was useless, just like the game it was based upon. No,
By the way, thank you, Roll, for turning our helmet into a helmet.
I like to think of it like a little nod to Mega Man 7, where it's like, it's like, yeah, okay, I kind of preferred the other one. I always like the. It's a fun. I love the silence. Everyone's like,
Oh, so
just
it's a
takes it
sniper
off.
rifle.
no, it's more like a freaking Gauss cannon.
No,
But again,
What
I don't
cannon?
like to use it.
Gauze.
It's like a rail. Consider it like a rail gun. I don't know. So I'm gonna upgrade it. And
It's
it's gonna
just
end up
that
being a waste
little
of money
red-
because I end up never using
It's just
it.
that little reticle there that makes me think it's like a. It's more like a.
Oh, sniper. Oh, I guess so. Maybe it's like a sign like caution. If you're looking at this, you will be dead in 3.
This
Caution. If you can read this, you will die. Sorry. anyway.
like me to save your name, Mega Man?
No, we're not using that voice. It's actually cuter than that. But for the sake of random intrigue and mystery, we just need to pretend that that Data can only speak in little monkey noises for some reason, even though
Yeah.
it's going to be revealed that there's a little more to his vocabulary than you may expect.
I think according to the lore, like, Mega Man's the only one that can understand Data.
Oh yeah, for right now, yeah, and that apparently we can talk about that because it doesn't really fully explain it outright. Also, there's a broken.
Also, Data's dancing. That's a curse, right?
Yeah,
that's why I said. But I think he just does it because he enjoys it. Do I want to? Yeah, I want some. I want some. No, I don't want to buy soda. Frickin'.
Oh
boy.
Um.
Way to go! You broke the soda machine.
Shoot.
I can fix this. See, no more broken vending machine. Run!
and thus we've gotten rid of the evidence.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what? It's probably for the best because honestly, who would pay $100 for a double damn soda?
That is actually a fun little thing. Is there's a random chance to actually get a free soda if you kick it.
Hey,
yeah. So now we're in the entertainment dispo of the catalogs.
with catalogs TV, and if you've gone too much TV and have succumbed to the frickin' seizures that their intros and outros give you, then just go to the hospital right across the street.
And now we put on the helmet. No more bed hair. No more bed hair for good old Rock.
By the way.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to roll first.
By the way, Steve.
Yeah.
So you met. So oh fuck! I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it!
Oops.
We'll get to that in a second.
Here the Mega Mans with violence and new holes.
We got a vacuum arm, which allows us to suck in Zenian things like a little magnet power, but it's super situational. And by the way, real quick, this also takes up one of your special weapons, so it's useless if you want actual like power.
Before I forget,
go ahead.
Zenny in this game is supposed to be based off of yen, so 100 Zenny is $1.
How much?
So how much would 100 be?
I just said $1.
Oh,
yeah, it's around $1, maybe $1.20.
Oh, so it's $1 for. So yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. So she was catching mushrooms and a bunch of robots here. Oh, she's out mushroom hunting.
I'm sorry. Did you just call me fat?
Oh. So they're outside of a giant sub entrance or subgate, and we need to fight them because there is a giant refractor on the other end of this stuff. We need that.
Gotcha.
Can power up cool machinery.
So what are you gonna do?
Let's go. Hey, Roll. She brought the van.
Oh, nice.
I just randomly materialized here.
Where am I? Help me. Anyway, let's talk about the lore real quick because I don't think the game actually covers it. Roll and Barrel found Mega Man like in a cave, and Data
in a
was
dungeon.
And Data was the only thing beside Mega Man.
Yeah.
So Mega Man and Data were found alongside each other, and and as is typical with these kind of games, Mega Man has no idea where or what he is.
Pretty much.
So we'll be learning more about Mega Man, Volnut, and stuff later.
All they really know is that he can pack a lot of heat.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
And just to let you know, people, yes, it is what you think. Like literally, what you think he is, he is.
Yeah, but we won't go into we won't dwell on that right now. Right now, we're just gonna take out all these tanks.
Careful. All right, there. That should give you some time to go. All right, Roll. Nice and
I'm sorry, Mega Man.
That was your own damn fault.
She could have stopped.
Actually, I'm going to say that was. Yeah, that's not her fault, that's your fault. Especially
like that.
Especially considering the fact that she's going so slow that shouldn't push you back.
Where did you get your driver's license anyway?
Yeah, that actually should not have slammed us forward.
Yeah, no, that
Mega Man's just a big like drama queen.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
No, I was just going.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. What do you think I was referring to?
I thought you were just like, I don't know. I thought that was like a sigh of defeat or something. I don't know.
Also, you turned into...
Oh, guys, stop!
You turned into Dark Heart there for a second.
Nice. Oh dear. There's a giant gate. Roll.
I would have loved it if the freaking spotter car ran into the Serpent.
Oh god, she's gonna ram it.
She's going to roll into it.
See, I like that this game has like dynamic cutscenes like this. I miss this in game.
Did anybody just?
Yeah, I caught you.
Boom.
Nice. Like,
Nothing.
I mean, I'm sorry. I like it when games do that.
She rammed it.
Nowadays,
she rammed it so hard that it didn't bend the gate. It literally just clipped it.
Mega subgate. Let's go. But no, it's like... I mean, it's like nowadays in games, that would have been a full cinematic, would have taken me out of the gameplay, but like, I like that. It's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go down, and we've entered a major subgate, but again, this is all part of one big dungeon. But
I love
whoa.
I love games that have those moments where you can oh hey, it's the intro to Guardians of the Galaxy.
It looks like it's a refractor.
No, that was
And a
purple.
big one,
This is a
too.
yellow refractor.
So this is the Soul Gem.
Is the refractor
Kinda.
shielded?
It's not as big as the first one we got, but it's...
Legendary Outlaw.
Are protected in some kind of shield. You'll have to look for the control
A Mega
console
Lord.
and deactivate the shield.
So this begins a whole little...
Nothing.
This begins in
looks
some of
like
these
the
bigger
stone is
dungeons,
missing.
Zelda style. We have to find the quote-unquote big
Somewhere
keys.
nearby. You'll have to find it.
Actually, just real quick,
Remember,
Megalord
there
makes me
might be
think
more
of
than
like
one
a
starter
very
key,
edgy
too.
AU that some teenager would make up.
Yeah.
It's Mega Man during his teenage years.
Mega Lord is... okay, frickin'... I don't know. Mega Lord is, Reaper.
No, he's
You know what to do
edgy.
there.
That's
Matt.
his name. That's his name, right? I keep forgetting it for some reason.
Yeah, it's Reaper.
Okay.
God,
Good
what
grief,
the
that all-
fuck are those?
That egg was full of a lot of refractor shards.
Oh yeah, no.
And
This is actually a
dragonflies,
very... This is
apparently.
actually a... Yeah, these things suck, but apparently this is actually another very good place for Zenny
Ow.
grinding, is because these nests give a butt ton of Zenny.
Yeah, but they
Yep.
also bring
You know,
a
for
butt ton of pain.
Well, if you get grenade arms or bombs, you should be fine. Also, down here on the floor, we're about to encounter like literally my least favorite kind of reavers in the game. I hate them. They are fast. They can charge and do multiple hits, and they're very agile. And I do not like dealing with them. So I'm gonna try and avoid them if possible. But there are gonna be encounters where I'm not gonna be able to avoid them forever. It's just kind of like ugh.
Makes you wish you could move while locking on.
Is it the ones that were blowing up or?
No. Those ones are easy.
There's something
Oh, it's a
there.
giant
Quick,
grinder.
It looks like some kind
Before
of
I forget, just
refractor
going
or
back to
something.
Matt's response of like they're full of pain. It's like there's something on your face.
It was pain.
Anyway, we just activate that compactor, and I just got Banjo-Tooie vibes.
I got the end of Kingsman 2 vibes.
That sad thing when you realize this game actually predates Banjo-Kazooie.
Man, like it does.
He said Tui.
This game did
But
so
yeah.
much right. I understand Capcom and people talking about how like this was more a passion project. This was not something that they wanted to do full time. But this did so much right.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it kind of how should I put this? It was just overlooked like pretty badly.
Ooh.
Like
there
I guess
a
it was,
reason why-
I guess it was good enough that they got a sequel, but at the same time, it's like that's
And
all we
it's
got.
Did the
That's
game
it.
not sell well, or one of the keys?
I honestly don't know how well it sold, but it's like I think it's more so the fact that it didn't sell enough to make up for the development costs. Because again, this is a pretty ambitious game.
By the way,
Oh, it
that
was,
was
and
it's
not for
also-
nothing. Not for nothing. I think it accomplished everything it wanted to do.
by the way, that is a key.
Also, to-
I honestly God thought that
Yes.
was like the Holy Grail or something.
Also, there's one of the
Also-
robots down there.
Also, to be fair, when it comes to like Capcom and sales, nowadays anyway, I don't know if they were any better about it in the past, but nowadays they're like really frugal when it comes to like sales numbers. Like I remember back when they released Darkstalkers Resurrection, they said that the sales on that game would determine whether they'll make a new Darkstalkers game, and it did fairly well, but apparently not well enough in their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, there are some. There are some games like freaking Tomb Raider or whatever. They're like, yeah, this needs to sell like over 1 billion copies or 1 million copies, otherwise we're going to consider it a failure.
Actually,
like what?
actually, my favorite story of that is freaking was it Fire Emblem Awakening. They said that
Yeah.
they had to sell at least like 250 like thousand or something, a huge amount of units for it, and it sold like twice that in the first day.
Nice.
Just goes to show that when you make the right improvements, people will practically hound
I know-
on that game.
Dog.
Wait, I know a lot.
Now that-
I know a lot of people like to harp on Awakening and how how that style pretty much has taken over the series. But guys, think of it this way: if it wasn't for Awakening, then we wouldn't have Fire Emblem anymore.
Remember the first time we went on
That
hang
is
on.
true.
We're talking about lore.
I wasn't
By the way,
used to being a spy.
something I don't
We
like
ended up getting
is
lost underground for 3 days.
if apparently she sucked and we were stuck underground for 3 days and she's like laughing. Remember that? I'm like, yeah, that freaking sucked. Haha,
you get that
funny
one?
joke.
Funny
That is actually
joke.
That is a chest that is actually locked, like it's like carved in ammonite. So we gotta use this sucker.
Oh, boy.
We gotta compact it.
Roughly.
We gotta wreck it.
Anyway, moving on. What was I saying? That old doll that I picked up. That is that's actually a treasure. You can find little like goodies to bring to a museum later in the game. And getting all of them is actually required to gain the best weapon in the game.
Yep.
You know, because something
I'm gonna
is
be
going
working on
towards
that.
the compactor, you know what? No, I made the joke earlier. Never mind.
Thank you. Kaboom!
Rest in pieces.
Did you find it?
I was gonna say about that. Cutscene she was mentioning
one more
about that
door.
conversation she had. Oh, actually,
Gotta be around
we don't have to go out. We can just do these doors now.
Woo!
But anyway, we have to go up the long way because we have to get on top of these platforms again. And now the ice platforms are broken. Platforming.
Well, this is a platforming series, so...
But again, I will say, since I'm not having to make super time jumps, this helps. The tank controls help with aiming, at least.
Yeah. So anyway, what was that you were going to talk about with the whole conversation Roll was having
Yeah,
earlier?
I hate that if you pause the game, even if you were just pausing the game to open up your inventory, bam, it stops.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh.
Doesn't continue, you lose out on that whole conversation.
Oh, a
Like,
spring
really?
set. That's something
That'll
going to
be
come handy
useful.
for later.
Doesn't look like there are
Oh,
any
yeah.
big reaver bots here.
Oh, hey, yeah. And she's right, there's no
You
boss.
better stay on your toes.
Sure.
That'll be later.
Sure, there's no boss.
And in this hole, there
in the
is
wall.
Whole bunch of bramble.
a bone.
Uh-oh.
Excuse
me, human. That's mine.
Okay, yeah, that's something we need to talk about real quick. This game's lore is that everyone is some sort of robot now. Like, humans no longer exist.
it.
They're all
Now you
some
should be
sort
able
of
to access
robot
the
kind of
console.
thing now.
I'm
That's from what
I'm going to say
that's
they're-
what I was trying to gather.
they're mostly synthetic. Like
but they're not human.
Yeah, think of it like if the replicants took over the world.
Reploids, you mean?
Right, but that's
Replicants.
But that's
no, replicants from not reploids. Replicants from Blade Runner.
right.
Oh,
but,
okay.
So just remember that, because this game's going to start using terminology that starts to contradict itself, in my
Hey,
opinion.
it's a GameCube.
But, put in all three of these keys, a memory
This
card,
game-
and 2 controllers,
This game was ahead of its time.
and bam. But now remember what happened last time, Mega Man. We activated a whole trap. So careful.
By the way, what happened to your helmet?
What happened to your gun hand?
Ha! Okay, that's actually
No
a pretty funny
trap?
moment.
Huh. Alrighty, I'm still. Also, I noticed the blinking animation is also really nice.
Okay. It's just
Okay,
gone.
there's no trap. Okay, cool. No trap. Let's go.
Pigeon?
Put it back on.
And now
And
the
they do that a few
helmet's back
times. I
and
think
so
it's
is on.
funny.
Wait,
He's all like,
is
"I'm
there
not taking
seriously
any
no
chances."
trap?
No, that's it.
I guess
we
not.
got it.
We're good. We're
This
done here.
dungeon's okay. Let's leave. Yeah, seriously.
You know,
no,
I get the
no problem,
feeling
no
that
bosses.
I get the feeling that whoever designed this dungeon is like just looking back at that and it's like, huh.
Well, to be fair, this is not a very big refractor. Like, they even say this is not enough to repair our ship even with.
Yeah.
It may help us with another vehicle, but it's okay.
At the very least, we'll get some use out of it, just not in the way we were hoping.
Yeah, and not for now even. We unfortunately aren't going to do too much else. In this part, I'm just going to be talking with her a bit more. I'm going to be checking out some item development now that I can show her a very useful equipment I now have. Ta-da!
With the old doll, you've made a Tails doll.
No, it's a grenade. It's a grenade arm, which is basically a better version of that mine launcher thingy that we started off with.
Thus finally giving him the proper name of Bomberman. Or
There we go.
Sorry, the Blue Bomber.
And there are the jump springs, which once you equip them, and you never will have any reason to unequip them again, we can now high jump.
Yep.
Yay.
Which will make, like, literally
No.
back in that last part when we were fighting those little walker things. You remember I was shooting at their little terminal things up on top of that ledge?
Yep.
And that was when I was talking about them being lemons, and Matt threw a brick at me or something.
Yep.
Well, back during that scene with these spring boots, I can just jump up to that ledge now.
And
Now,
just
real
say,
quick,
howdy do, and kick him.
I still have a brick for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now, real quick, the spring jump, is it like a permanent upgrade to your regular jump, or
Yes.
is that like a separate command?
Nope,
It's a permanent upgrade.
And as long as you just know to not hold down the jump button and just do a little quick tap if you want to just do normal jumps, you're set.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a better version of jumping, and really makes traversing around the place a lot easier.
Definitely.
But with that said, that is it for... I like to consider this as like the first big act, the first big chapter of the game completed, and yeah, join us in the next part when we will be seeing what we can put this, what we can do with this yellow refractor.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night, everybody.